Hello student, welcome to the class. So we read the first part in the previous video. Let's start today our second part. So Mridu crept up to the window. Lali was sitting a little distance away, awkwardly holding her violin and bolstering her elbow, jutting out and her eyes glazed with concentration. In front of her, with most of his back to the window, was the bony figure of the music master. He had a mostly bald head with a fringe of oiling black hair falling around her ear and an old fashioned tuft. A gold chain gleamed around his leather neck and a diamond ring glittering on his hand as it glided up and down the stem of the violin. Means Lali was learning to play violin from her music master, who was bald headed and with an old fashioned tuft. He was wearing a gold chain and a diamond ring. Lali tried to learn notes, but her tracks were annoying melodies. Tune came out of master's expert hand. The attention from her was diverted. So Ravi did not have to repeat it all to the beggar. What his mother said had been easy for them all to hear. There under the neem tree, the beggar will waited for the almas to appear. Means a beggar was at their doorstep calling from the back. Vardhana. He spread a cloth to settle himself under the neem tree. Ravi asked him to find another home for Almas. Beggar pleaded for generosity from the ladies of the house. So yet were considerate enough to give him their own slippers, yet found them too small for him to wear. They found subtly looking studded old chappals and gave those to him. He was obliged her and moved. Actually those were slippers of the music master. To their surprise, when music master came out and searched for his chappal, he called Lali to help him in finding his slipper. Rukumani and Lali were embarrassed and looked around suspiciously. So the mother inquired from the children if anyone around the veranda. She got angry when she learned that the slippers were giving away to the beggar. They confronted by the argument of exemplary sacrifice by Karma, who gave his precious belonging. When he had glittered off in his new chappals, she said, Mridu, come in and have some tiffin. Honestly, how do you children think of such a things? Thank God your Gopu Mama does not wear these chappals to work. As she walked towards the kitchen with Mridu and Meena, she suddenly began to love. But he's always in such a hurry to throw off his shoes and socks and get into his chappals as soon as he come home. What's your mama going to say this evening when I tell him I gave this chappal to the music master? Means mothers recorded by him saying that he gave away what was his own. She she suddenly went inside to being Gopu Mama's slippers. Look to the children's. Everyone knew as that would be a temporary refill to the problem, as Golu Mama would disproved of their acts too. So this chapter is end. Our second part is end. Thank you.